Hello, I'm Barbara. Welcome to my DIY crafting channel.
Hi everyone. In this video, I bought 4 of these acrylic boards from the Dollar Tree, and I want to do a multiple layered painting of my dog. Let me see if I can get this protective coating off. Well, anyways, that's what I want to work on. I need to get a piece of paper as a template so I can lay these on to keep them at the same, because when this is underneath it here, I need to be able to lay this down and then lay the next one to paint on it. So let me get myself all organized and I'll be right back. Okay, I'm gluing her picture onto a piece of cardboard. Oops. I'm just kind of smoothing it. Gluing this onto a piece of cardboard. Now I'm going to take one of these and I want to place it where I want to have the picture painted. Actually, I'm going to push it up to, because I want her like in the center and there's a blanket down here. So maybe, actually, yeah, that looks good. That looks good right there. So I'll be at the bottom of the picture. Now I want to take my pencil and I'm going to draw around this, because this is going to be my template where I lay my next one after I'm done painting, and I want to paint the next layer. So there's my template, and that's what we're going to work with. I'm not going to peel these off until I need them, because I don't want them to get goo or anything on them, hair, fuzz. Let's see how clean this is. I got the plastic off of it. I'm going to lay this down like this, and probably put a little piece of tape in the corner. Let's see here. I did get some masking tape. So if I maybe just tape it there. And take that corner down. That way it doesn't move or shift. Okay. Let me get my paint. This is a number 4. Because it's not a very big picture. So the strokes that I need to do are small. And I'm not going to do any detail in the face right now, because this is going to be the main back plate that's going to have all her color and her ears in it. And then as I put another plate on here, I will decide then what layer we should do, because as you come forward, you'll come out on her nose. So right now I'm just going to get, and because her ear is cut off here in this picture, I will extend her ear up to make it look like there's a full ear there. I printed this picture out twice and I had to lighten it, but I'm using just as, reference. The other picture is reference. Now I just need to, well, we can start with, I'm going to mix a little muted brownish black. I'm going to start doing her ears. They're the darkest. And then I'll work my way out. But see how I'm going to come up here and fill in where her ear is, even though the picture ends. But I'm going to put my dark color on first, and then I will add the lighter colors on top of that. So you'll see the strokes. And I'm making my brush strokes are the way her fur is. So if her fur is going down, I'm going to brush down. If it's going out, I'm going to brush out. This is actually easier than it looks. And once you've practiced it, for anybody that's just now starting to paint, like I did, I'm kind of self-taught, and it is actually easy. Because once it's, and you know, there's nothing to, you can't be perfectionist when it comes to painting. You just can't. It's impossible to be a perfectionist. But if you just take your time and see how the ears are completely dark. Now I'm going to come over here and I'm going to put a little dark where this is. And how the fur goes down, I'm brushing downwards. And you have to be able to move your picture. And you just kind of, when you mix your paints, you kind of just gotta blend it a little bit. Maybe just get a feel for it. If you don't like it, you just go over it. That's all you have to do. You just go over it. But I'm just getting some of the dark down here. I will go over that dark with a little bit more lighter. Because this, when I go over it with the lighter, the dark will still show through where I need it to show through. I'm just kind of getting the base for everything. And I will completely cover all of this with paint, even the eyes and everything. I'm not gonna, the eyes will be completely covered. Okay. And there's some dark there. And then as I lighten it, there's a little dark there. And you just gotta feel for it. And it takes practice. You're not gonna, if this is the first time you've ever done it, it takes practice. It's just, and it depends on the picture too. If you get a picture that's really hard with a lot of detail, it's going to be harder. Now I've been painting since 2009. I started painting, and I didn't do a lot of hard stuff. I did easy stuff, and then I worked my way up. But I did do a lot of animals, a lot of dogs. I just preferred, I don't know, there's something about painting cats and dogs that was, I found that was easy for me. So I kind of went that way. And you know, when you're brush stroking, you can go beyond the picture, because this is going to be a 3D picture. So there's not going to be no frame to stop that. Okay. I think I've kind of gotten the dark spots. And like, I just was over here, I went back because when I turned it, I realized that it needed a little bit more. So don't be afraid to just keep adding. And because this is being on glass, if you mess something up, take a Q-tip and wipe it off, and then do it again. But it's not hard if you just take your time. Now I want to start lightening this. So I'm going to take a little bit of white and mix with my brown to get the lighter color. And mixing is just, you just kind of like feel for it. See, that's a little bit too light, so I'm going to go back. And you know, the one thing I don't have gold, and I really need to have a little gold. I ran out and I haven't bought any. And the only gold that I do have is a metallic. And I'm just going to use a tiny bit of it to get that shade that I want, even though it's metallic. So now it's kind of light on here, but I'm just going to keep on going with it. And her, on this picture here, her fur extends all the way out. She's got very long fur. And this picture is more, this is more of a, this one, I lightened it, so it's more faded on edges. But I'm going to put this white in, or this light color in, where her fur comes out. And then I will touch it up with a little bit of dark over top of it. But I just need to get some of this, the gold color into her fur. And this, I mean, it could take you a week to do this. It could take you a day to do it. Don't rush yourself. Just play with it. And because the blanket's here in this picture, I'm just going to ad-lib a little bit and just bring the fur down like she is just sitting there. Now it's getting a little bit of muted in the center, so I'm adding a little dark to my brush. And I don't like to really rinse my brush unless I'm getting too dark, and then I have to lighten it, and then I'll rinse it, and then I'll start over again. But usually when you go from light to dark, you just keep adding the dark until you do need to rinse it out. Even though I'm going back over this dark, I'm going to go back and put a little bit more dark in it. It's just layering. It's a process of layering it and going the way the fur is going. That's how I explain it. I grabbed a little bit of light and I'm just streaking it over top. And going with the fur, the way the fur's laying. Because I want, now she does have a little paw pad right here, so I will fill that in with dark at some point, but not right this second. I'm just trying to get her base color put in. And because this is so faded out with changing the color in the photo, I am referring to this one to get her fur put in here. Now, right now, it might not look so good, but as we go, it will change and it will start looking like a dog. One way to get into a little bit more. See how I layered that? And it brings, you can see the dark behind it, and it brings the lighter out on the top. Now she does have these little black spots coming off of her eyes, and that's what a Pomeranian has. And then we'll just fill in her eye with dark. Okay, now I did go and I sprayed each one of these with clear coat because I didn't want the paint scratching, and I'm trying to keep the glare off of the picture, so I'm trying to get my phone. So if you're able to see this, these are what the 4 panels look like. Now I need to put spacers in the corners. So I'm not able to put this all together at the moment. So that's with the 2 panels. All right, I laid the 3rd panel on there. And I don't know if you're able to see depth, but then I'm going to lay this one on that has the facial. This light is so hard. Trying to get this so I could move it. I don't know if you're able to see the 3D effect. If I had them spaced, you'd be able to see the 3D more. But that is what this will look like. And I need to make a wooden frame for it. And I hope this inspires you to try your hand at painting anything. It doesn't have to be a dog, it can be anything. And see how it turns out. And like I said, you know, if it doesn't look good, take a Q-tip, wipe it off, redo it, or just redo the whole panel. But I did spray clear coat so you can see, you know, the spray on the glass, but that's all right. I just don't want it to wipe off if I have to wipe it or dust it or anything. Thank you for watching. Thank you for all the subscribers, and have a great night. Bye-bye.